NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad.
And Cantrell is evil, and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees. And
You just want to bring the top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep.
After NLE Choppa dropped his latest track, KO, a straight-up diss aimed at NBA YoungBoy, the internet caught fire. The whole rap game had something to say, but none louder than YoungBoy himself, who wasted no time firing back with some heavy accusations. But we'll get to that explosive part in a second. First, let's talk about Charleston White, who went full-blown nuclear on NLE Choppa after hearing the song. He claimed Choppa isn't even allowed to speak on him or YoungBoy, acting like there's some invisible street code he's violating. But here's where it gets wild. Just 1 week before that rant, Charleston was out here bashing NBA YoungBoy himself, saying YoungBoy's music is toxic for the youth. Sounds real familiar, right? That's almost word for word what Choppa rapped in KO. In the song,
NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad. You can't come back to that walk. I think I'm a bad. You can't come back with that NLE Choppa with that boy. Now them boy got some dances. Them boy, but you went to hot about if you was a bad. I suck my too. You are disqualified from saying anything to Cantrell. NLE, you have been disqualified. I wouldn't give if you and King Von got in the car and shit them together. Once you learn that walk, like that runway model walk, and you went in front of the whole world, you can't come back over here to this side of the railroad track and go to barking. No. Go back over there and finish, nephew. Go back over there and finish being the bad.
NLE Choppa comes for YoungBoy hard, spitting, "You so bad for the youth, nothing positive you do. You the reason guys crash out thinking that it's cute. You send dudes to do things you wouldn't even do. Role model? You'll never fill the shoe. Just a guy with emotions? Your aura? Give me the ick. Guys like you make me sick." That's not just a diss, that's an assassination of character. Even DJ Academics had to jump in, claiming Choppa is trying to pull an Tentacion-style move, but said he ain't even close to being as smart as X was.
People would say, call it, you have your third eye open. Some people would call it, yo, a dumb act smart. Some people would call it fake woke. Some people would call it someone trying to seem deeper than most. Pause. It's kind of like how people, it evokes some of the similar thoughts like how we had about XXXTentacion, where people felt like, you know, he understood life a little bit on a different level. And I think that's what NLE Choppa is aiming for.
As more people in the rap game started reacting, NLE Choppa's track KO just kept getting bigger, and it was spreading like wildfire. But things really took a turn when NBA YoungBoy's own mother jumped in and let loose on Choppa. She wasn't holding back either. According to her, NLE's just mad jealous of her son's success. And honestly, that accusation didn't come out of nowhere. Choppa had been MIA from the spotlight for about a year. Meanwhile, YoungBoy's out here making serious moves. NBA YoungBoy just launched his first tour in 5 years, and it's going so crazy, they had to add 25 extra shows just to meet the demand. Fans are dropping whatever cash it takes just to see him live. The hype is so real, it's even catching attention from the police. Yeah, for real. Word is, Louisiana officials are getting nervous about YoungBoy's concerts, especially the one in New Orleans.
These babies ain't money getting. They'll hurt you, kill you, and eat out your icebox as they break in your house. I'm not battling with childhood like a YB fan. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. This man, YB, sound like he angry. He want to out his mama. He want to beat his daddy. He want to his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money getter. YB babies ain't money getting. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that on medication.
One report even claimed that the last time they saw this level of demand was when Michael Jackson performed there. That's how big this tour is. But to really understand NBA YoungBoy's response to Choppa's diss, you gotta go way back and look at their history. See, back in 2019, NLE Choppa was actually one of YoungBoy's biggest fans. No joke. When YoungBoy got locked up, Choppa dropped an entire track called Free YoungBoy, begging for his release. But everything shifted after King Von's tragic death. That's when NBA YoungBoy shook the game up by dropping his 2022 track, Bring the Hook, and in it, he didn't hold back.
Damn, I talk about being jealous and being envious. So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knee You're saying Cottrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So you want to go and put that man on his knees on a video, right? Okay, fine. I bet they have another video with that same on his knees. Because who gonna even play that stupid ass role? If you know better, you do better. Your head look like a without a rubber on top of it. But yet, you want to sit here and try to talk about somebody. You better be lucky. I can't say what I want to say on Instagram.
He took direct shots at O'Block and even dissed King Von by name. That wasn't just a diss, it was a straight-up declaration of war in the rap world. The entire industry went off. DJ Academics posted that NBA YoungBoy was officially on Demon Time and warned that another tape was on the way. But not everyone was impressed. Chicago rapper Lil Reese clapped back saying, "This ain't no Demon Time. He just rapping like the rest of these rappers. All rap." And guess who backed him up? NLE Choppa.
Very concerned about the NBA YoungBoy concert. So concerned that even before the concert went forward this weekend, they notified Louisiana Stadium Exposition District, also known as that manages the Superdome and Smoothie King Center, in particular notified ASM Global that, yo, this is like a really dangerous thing that could have very unforeseen consequences. Now, the response from ASM Global was, we'll hire some security inside, it'll be fine. NOPD's response was, you don't get what we're saying. There is such a propensity around these concerts that is so not an if but a when, that we are concerned we'll have to activate the department to be around the downtown area to protect citizens and revelers.
Choppa didn't bite his tongue. He responded to Reese with, "I stamp that," making it crystal clear where he stood, and that was a major problem for YoungBoy. In that moment, Choppa basically told the world whose side he was on, and it wasn't YoungBoy's. So NBA YoungBoy fired back with "No like I know," and the first bar was straight venom. He rapped, "I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it, you could say I was your favorite." No mistaking that shot, it was aimed directly at Choppa. Right after the track dropped, NLE Choppa made a slick move. He went back and changed the title of his old support song from Free YoungBoy to just YoungBoy, like he was officially cutting ties. That was his silent way of saying, we're done.
Not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
But instead of dropping a diss track in return, Choppa chose to speak out in interviews. He hit up DJ Academics' podcast and let the world know where he stood. NLE Choppa didn't stop at just one interview. He also pulled up to the Breakfast Club and threw even more shade at NBA YoungBoy. This time, trying to play the mature card. He told the world, YoungBoy needs to be more careful. He's got a lot of people looking up to him, and he needs to set a better example. He needs to stay out of trouble and just focus on his music. Choppa basically told YoungBoy to chill out and stop acting reckless, like he's some mentor or something.
Hey, YoungBoy, the king of rap. We just gotta claim it today. King of rap. King of rap. That's a new narrative I'm driving. These gonna have to bow to the feet. I like it. We're not talking about Kendrick and Drake, and they're on a different level. But below Kendrick and Drake, I'm sorry. With all due respect to every other rapper, YoungBoy is the king of rap right now. I'm sorry to tell y'all. The walk down I seen in Atlanta tonight. Give him the throne. Just give him the throne. YoungBoy, the king of rap. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Hey, listen, I'm not saying it's gonna last forever. But for right now, in the last 4 or 5 months, YoungBoy, the king.
But here's where it gets crazy. NBA YoungBoy actually did focus up after getting out of jail. He stayed locked in on the music and ended up doing something so wild, the news had to cover it. Reports said that for YoungBoy's upcoming home state shows in New Orleans, over 400 NOPD officers would be deployed every single night, complete with drones and even armored trucks. Yeah, the city was treating this like a military operation. Why? Because of what YoungBoy did on stage that shocked everybody. At a sold-out show in Atlanta, King Von's turf, YoungBoy stepped out and performed I Hate YoungBoy for the first time ever. And when he did it, the crowd lost their minds. One tweet that went viral said, NBA YoungBoy performs the greatest diss track of all time, I Hate YoungBoy, in Atlanta.
Young boy. What's his click?
Why would I tell you?
What's his click though? What's the 4K track? Damn. Oh.
4K trade for life.
I'm OT up. I am OT up for life. I'm from Chicago. Who? You boy.
This is history right here, and DJ Academics even had to admit it. YoungBoy waited until he was right in Vaughn City to perform that track about his death, the same one NLE Choppa had publicly spoken out against. One stunt fan tweeted, YoungBoy just dissed half of Atlanta in their own city. And the crowd went crazy. This is savage. Even some respected Chicago OGs started throwing shade, questioning if YoungBoy had gone too far.
You know who beating me, bruh? Respectfully, the only that's really respectfully, the only that's really ahead in that space is YoungBoy.
But this is when NBA YoungBoy's fan base really jumped in to defend their guy. They dug up receipts, including a clip from just last year where NLE Choppa was out here saying, YoungBoy is literally better than me. Yep, straight from his own mouth. So when NLE dropped KO, fans weren't buying the tough talk. That's when YoungBoy himself finally broke his silence. Right before hitting the stage, he posted to his Instagram story, throwing major shade at his rivals. He said these rappers are washed up and only mention his name just to get a buzz. Shots fired.
And say this perm having name. You just want to bring it top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you going. Your views go up now. Clown, I'm willing to help y'all about it, man. But I hate NBA so much, man. Go get them some views, man. Help this some views.
But then the real reason behind NLE's diss started to come out. People began saying this wasn't just about lyrics, it was about loyalty. NLE. Choppa once again made it crystal clear whose side he was on in the ongoing beef. His name popped up in online convos about rappers switching sides. And that's when rapper Lil Zayozama jumped in and tweeted, "Not surprised the industry switching up on Lil Durk for NBA YoungBoy. That's just how it is."
For real though, I don't see why this was surprising or new to y'all. Everybody jumping ship because this how the industry is. Nobody in the industry is gonna stick around you when you at your lowest. If they can't get clout, notoriety, money, fame, features, videos, something that they could benefit from off you, they're gonna jump ship. I don't see why it's surprising that everybody is on YB in the industry. That's how it go. They only gonna f you when it's beneficial to them. None of these ain't grow up with dirt. None of these ain't friends or real homies with dirt for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they would never change, or they would never jump ship. Cause where we from, if you f with me, my ops is your ops, your ops is mine. Some people don't look at it like that. Some people look at it like I f with both parties, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And look, you not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the f***ers that still there, stayed down for Dirk, his real family and friends.
Thousands of fans started pointing fingers at Choppa, saying he went from being a diehard YoungBoy fan to riding with Lil Durk, and now trying to flip back to YoungBoy? Nah, the streets weren't having it. But NLE shut that down with KO, making it loud and clear. He's riding with Lil Durk. No more confusion, no more flipping sides. Right after the song dropped, OTF affiliates were all over Twitter saying, if you rockin' with YoungBoy, stay on that side when he gets out of jail. Meanwhile, YoungBoy's influence is so strong right now, even the police showing love, giving him the keys to Atlanta, a city that ain't even his hometown. And just when things couldn't get any messier, a leaked DM lit up social media, showing what looked like a behind-the-scenes convo between a major label exec and an unnamed artist, warning them to stay away from NLE Choppa or risk getting iced out from future opportunities. People started whispering, was the industry now punishing Choppa for siding with Lil Durk? At the same time, bloggers began pointing out how YoungBoy's team was moving strategic. He's not just running shows, he's building relationships with power players in the South, locking in deals and cosigns that have even the police departments cheering him on.
So Willis, we have Floyd County Commissioner, Mr. Mark Harrington, and we have Floyd County Probate Judge Deacon Johnson. And they got some.
Damn, this a judge up there? Yo, the judge in the city sending all the rappers in the city to jail. But the out-of-town rapper that came here, that basically Hey, you know what type of time I be on. You over here giving him an award? Oh, nah, Atlanta's in shambles. If y'all are a rapper who ever got prosecuted by this, or not prosecuted, but like got sent to jail by this judge, and basically you watching an out-of-town rap getting an award for doing 10 times worse than what you do, you gotta feel sick. You gotta feel sick.
One post even said, NBA YoungBoy just took over a city he don't even claim. That's boss moves. Meanwhile, NLE Choppa wasn't backing down either. He doubled down on his stance, posting a clip of him vibing to Durk's older music with the caption, "This real. Ain't never been fake with mine." But here's where things got real bold. Rumors started swirling that Choppa had been cut off from certain playlists and show invites after dropping KO. Fans noticed his new track was mysteriously absent from a few major streaming platforms' promo banners, even though it was trending everywhere else. Coincidence? Or is the machine turning against him? Some claim this is the price you pay when you don't follow industry politics. When you speak out and choose loyalty over silence.
I'm in the dressing room, and we just talking about a bunch of, he's also telling me, and I will never say who. He's telling me all the rappers who was now hitting him up, and he kind of asked me, he's like, Act, so what you think, man? Because I think he's thinking like, yo, should he forgive some of these, like, but all these rappers on it, you know what I mean? Like, they're all like, yo, young boy, we love you, right? And I gave him the best advice, I think. I said, I didn't want to impart my thoughts on it because I don't know fully what he's been through and what he's thought. Because, he was down where nobody would. So I said, whatever your heart feels about any of these are kind of doubling back or not, I want to do whatever, go with that.
Others say Choppa's just clout chasing again, trying to stir drama for streams. While NLE Choppa was standing 10 toes down in the middle of the storm, NBA YoungBoy was making power moves that had the whole industry shook. Word started spreading that YoungBoy had been quietly linking up with some of the same executives who once backed his biggest rivals. People were whispering that he's playing chess now, not checkers. Insiders say YoungBoy's team recently secured a new digital distribution deal that could give him more control over his music and marketing than ever before. And guess what? That deal allegedly came from a label that's been known to blackball artists who go against the grain. So the message was clear. YoungBoy's not just stacking hits, he's stacking leverage. Meanwhile, NLE Choppa's been on defense. Behind the scenes, talk of him being hard to book has started circulating, with a few promoters low-key saying they're hesitant to attach his name to big events. One anonymous source said, people don't want to risk the drama, it's too political now. But NLE refuses to fold. He went live telling his fans that he's not here to play it safe. He said, if standing on real gets me left out, then I'll stand alone. I ain't switching for nobody. That one clip blew up fast. Fans and haters were both reacting, arguing whether Choppa's being blackballed or just paying the price for burning bridges. And right in the middle of all this chaos, Lil Durk staying quiet. No tweets, no interviews, no features, like he's waiting to see how it all plays out. Or maybe saving his next move for maximum impact. So now it all comes down to this. The lines are drawn, the camps are locked in, and the streets are watching. Are you riding with NBA YoungBoy or Lil Durk? Because right now, the internet is going crazy with debates, and DJ Academics is stirring the pot even more, claiming that every rapper in the game is secretly switching sides behind the scenes. Loyalty? Out the window. It's all strategy now. Some are playing both sides, others going ghost just to avoid the smoke, and a few, like NLE Choppa, are out here standing on what they believe in, even if it costs them opportunities. But real question, does it even matter to you? Can you still enjoy everybody's music without picking a side? Or is this beef too personal now? Let me know down in the comments. Are you Team YoungBoy or Team Durk? I'm reading every single one of them. And if you're the type to keep it neutral and still vibe to both, I want to hear from you too. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and share this with someone who's deep in the drama. It helps me out a lot and keeps this conversation going. Because let's be real, this story is far from over.